Myth or misperception, being sedentary. Is it good or bad? Hmm. I'm going to say, like all people that say, it's kind of in the gray area. Although we like to criminalize being sedentary or still or lack of moving, at some point in life you will be still, lack of moving. Um, and that's how your body rests. So can it be a bad thing? Hmm. Kind of, actually. So let's take a look at this sedentaryism or being sedentary or sedentary living. Yes, I think it's the living part that makes it bad. For example, generations of being sedentary creates an individual who only knows sedentary living. This sedentary living also comes with the lack of physical ability, physical movement, lack of physical knowledge. This becomes a bad thing because their children will have even less so. These survival skills, these things that make the human body pump, move, work, circulate air, and build muscle and create wonderful pieces of work, either through the mind or the body. Either way, stagnation of these things is bad. So if one generation started doing this, not too big of a deal, okay. But when generations have done this, TV has come in. Furthermore, more technology has come in. One of the costs of technology is lack of um, value to yourself. You don't do the math, the calculator does the math. You have less value. You don't find out where you're going, Google finds out where you're going. Lack of value on yourself. It doesn't seem like much, but this is just one situation out of many situations that'll happen in your day, which really takes away from self worth. If you build a building from your hands or create a garden with your hands using the most basic tools, you have the greatest appreciation for that garden. However, if you could go to the store, buy it online, and it comes pretty much prepackaged and you just put it in a corner, you can't even love the thing. It is not a labor of love, it's not a complete passion. It is lacking in all senses and all ways, causing it to be sedentary behavior, if you want to call it something. And the lack of value on self is really what sedentary behavior becomes. You tend to think that now health is some things that happen outside of yourself by having a sports drink, a nutrition something, going on an exercise machine. Hmm, these are all just, for the most part, sedentary or recreations of what the original thing is. And natural health kind of does or deals with the original thing. So being outside and playing would be the original thing. Um, Even more so, playing in a group, some kind of sport, some kind of activity, living outside was a pioneer thing. You just lived outside. There was no other place to go. There was only outside. Therefore, our bodies have adapted well to doing that and being there and replenishing in this kind of atmosphere. However, when we don't go outside, then we get the sedentary style thing happening again, or lack of appreciation for nature, self, and all other things. And with the lack of appreciation comes the ability to try and control or take over this thing, right? So all bad things come from trying to control a thing because ultimately it will recreate balance or we will lose this thing and it'll be so devastating that we have to rebalance ourselves. So there's that thing, appreciation, value, and belief in self, all factors of stress, all factors of things that we want to reclaim as a culture and has to start from parents to children and so on.